What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite strategy, my favorite build, my favorite tank, and all that stuff for Diap.io. Diap.io. I believe a link in the description, or you can just download it on the Play Store. And so, if you don't know what Diap.io is, it's a game about you starting off with a small tank. And then you gather skill points and XP, and the skill points are used to add some things to make your tank better, and the levels give you a better tank. So, I'll show you if you don't know what it is, I don't know how to explain, but if you don't understand by what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but you'll have to search something because I don't know how to explain it good. But, so I start off as this little tank. I need to run around destroying big red triangles and big yellow squares. I'll show you what they look like once I find one. And big blue pentagons. As I get better tanks, it'll slowly get smaller. Here, there's a square. Squares are the lowest. If you get a green square, that's the rarest thing you can find. Then you get an achievement for finding a green square. Now, big red triangles, right there. And when I find one, I will show you what a blue pentagon looks like. I'm just going to turn on my face cam. Okay, now, there are many things you can do in here. If you're on PC, you can go on to sandbox mode, and you can test out different strategies or builds. Now, if you know how builds work, I'm going to be using a 07770057 build. I don't know what to call that, but if you use it on an Auto 5, that's the best build that I'm good with. And in the game mode I'm playing, there's a red team and a blue team. I'm on the red team because of the color of my tank and the side that I'm on. Sometimes I'm on blue, so I have 7 skill points. So these right here, those right there, you can use them to upgrade these things. So what I will do is, this one, you put 0 skill points in here. For these ones, you put 7. For this one, that one, you put 0. And this one, oh, that's a backwards 5. But 0, oops. So 0, oops. Oh, one sec. I gotta get back into my base so blue team's nothing. So 0, 7, 7, 7, 0, 0, 5, 7. So take a screenshot of that. If you play Diap.io and you like it, take a screenshot and then use this to make the build that I'm using. So I'll just see here if you want to take a screenshot. Okay. If you want, you can pause the video, but oops, I'm done. So, now, the leaderboard is, I'll put this bomb right. No, I'll put that. I don't know. I'll just put it up there. No, I'll put right there. No, the leaderboard. You can see how the top guy, big blue pentagon. These are what I'm talking about. The pentagons are the best, but if you go to the middle to the pentagon nest, there will be a lot of those pentagons, but sometimes there will be big pentagons that you can destroy and get more XP. Your goal is to basically get to the top of the leaderboard, and you can do that by keep collecting. So I'm a level 9 tank. I need to get to a level 45 tank, or not tank. I need to get to a level 45 auto 5 tank, and to do that I need to go to a twin, to a quad tank, and then to an auto 5. And every 15 levels, I can upgrade to a new tank. And you only have 33 skill points. You can't upgrade every single thing you have. You only get 33. So, in that case, I don't really have very much upgrades. I can only do 4 7s and 5. And I'm going to do that. So, I need to upgrade reload and bullet damage to max. I will show you guys. I'll show you guys how the strategy works after that. I will see you guys after I get to max reload. Well, it's not max reload yet, but I got a new tank. So I got to level 15. Now, I have the option between a twin tank, a sniper, a machine gun, and a flank guard. What I want is to get the twin, to get to the auto 5. So I'll click on that. Now, I have 7 reload and 7 bullet damage. Now I need to get to 7 reload, 7 bullet damage, 7 bullet penetration, 5 max health, and 7 health regen. And with that, that's the strategy that I used for the auto 5. So, my goal is to get to level 45, and once I reach level 45, that is when I get my full 33 skill points. But I slowly earn skill points on my way there. It's best to upgrade your health regen first. That's a mistake that I made. It's best to do the bullet damage, reload, and then after I do the reload, I do the health regen to 7, the very last one. And then I do 5 to the max health, and then after that I use the rest of them on the last 7 on the bullet penetration. After I get to max health regen, I can finally go to the middle and start farming pentagons to soon get to level 45 and get the full level 33 skill points. I will see you after I get to level 30. So I'm still on level 20, but this is something I need to tell you guys so you're aware of it. When you're playing, you cannot save it, and leave. Once you leave, you lose everything. So you need to be aware of that. Once you die, you lose everything. But you have a chance of keeping, like, let's say once you're at level 45 and you have all 33 skill points, you would get around 21 skill points. And that would be 3 7s. And you get to spend those and go back to level 31. But the second time you die, you don't have anything. You're back to level 1, no skill points, level 1 tank. There's nothing you can do about it. So, that's something you need to be aware of. And if the middle is being crowded by, let's say you're on blue team, and if you head to the middle and there's a bunch of red teams in there, don't go in because you'll get killed. Unless you have one of the most overpowered tanks and you can kill everyone there. But you need a whole team to do that. So, those are 2 things you need to be aware of. The third thing is never go to the opposite team, because the opposite team has little triangle drones that would leave and kill you. So those you have to be aware of too. And if you're hanging out in the middle with your team and a boss spawns, be aware of that because it can easily kill you or eliminate you. And then you won't be able to, and you'll die. You'll either lose everything or be left with some skill points. It depends on what level you are. Because let's say you're on level 30, you might only get 10 skill points. There's no exact number. These are just examples of what I've had before. And those are some things you need to know. And if you see little triangles like these, but they don't move and they have curves on the sides, those are called trappers, or those are things from a trapper. Those will, if you run into them, you will either lose health or die. And those are from enemy teams. And it depends on what color they are. If they're blue and you're on red team, don't go to them because you'll die. If they're red and you're on red team, you can go through them because you won't die because they're your teams. And you cannot kill your team. You can only kill, since I'm on red team, I can only kill blue team. But that's something that you need to know. And there's no chat. There's no chat in here. So, I've got it to max regen. Now I can head to the middle. But I need to be aware. If there's a blue team in the middle, I need to turn off my shooting in case. But if there's a blue team in the middle, I can't go there because I'll be instantly eliminated by the other team. See those blue bullets? Now that means that there's a blue team over there, and I don't want to be there. So, now I know. Can't go to the middle yet. The other team has invaded. I will be leaving at level 30 because a 13-minute video is quite a long video for making it is, but I'm sorry. I will make a part 2 of this. I'll try. Actually, no. I'll get to level 45 and show you guys. I will see you at level 30. Well, I got to level 29. I'm really close to getting to level 30. Once I get to level 30, you will see that there will be a bunch of tanks in the top middle. Oop, there's an enemy. I don't want to be near him. And you can kill enemies by shooting at them. Once you kill them, there will be something right here saying you've killed whatever that person's name is. But you can see how a bunch of tanks are coming near our side. You don't want that. You don't want that. So, what you can do is try your best level 30. So, I picked the quad tank. But what you can do is try your best to alert your teammates. You can't chat, but you can try your best to alert your teammates that there's the enemy team's tanks near or coming to your base. And by that you will get see this right here? When you kill someone, the name and it'll say you've killed. If that tank doesn't have a name, if that person didn't name themselves, it would say you've killed an unnamed tank. Let's say there's a tank named Cat Dog Killer. And you kill that tank that's called Cat Dog Killer, and it would say you've killed Cat Dog Killer. And you will get XP by killing other tanks or eliminating other tanks. I'm using the word killing a lot and I don't like it, but if you eliminate the other tanks, it'll give you XP, and you can get most experience or XP by eliminating bosses in the game. And one of them is the Fallen Booster. Another one of them is the Guardian of the Pentagons. Another one is the it's something. One of them is forgot the name of it, but it ends with Overlord. But that's the bosses that you need to be aware of, and you can get a lot of experience from them. Now, you see how I'm at level 32? I need to get to level 45 to get the last tank. So, I'll see you once I get another skill point. I got another skill point. That was around 2-3 minutes that it took to get one. So, now, see how I have 4 max health? I need to get to 5 max health. And then I have, I think, 4 skill points left to get. And I'm at level 33. The 4th skill point I will get at level 45. And by just going up and down, we'll just shoot the blocks and pentagons, stuff like that. There's a pentagon right there. I need to break it. Now, by just going up and down, it'll continuously shoot. If you have auto shoot on, if you don't, you'll just have to manually hold the shoot button. But you see how I'm not pressing it? You can see where I press, but I'm not pressing it, so since I'm not pressing it, it should just stop. But you can, in the settings on the bottom, it's either in bottom middle or somewhere in the bottom right, but in the bottom, on the bottom, somewhere on the bottom, you can open settings, and it will say stop on release. That'll be on, and it's best to keep it on, and that will be stop moving on release, and stop shooting on release. I think it's stop shooting, but it's different. You should turn, if you want it on, you can turn it on, but I prefer it on for me. But I mean, if you turn it off, it'll make it so it'll stay in position when you let go of the shoot button. So by that, I keep it on so it doesn't hurt my thumb. So my main goal is to get as many pentagons and as many red triangles as I can, because those give most XP. The green squares give a lot of XP. But big bundles like this mainly include a lot of pentagons and a lot of squares and a lot of triangles, so it's best to try to find big bundles like that. And that little green bar under me, that's my health. So, I need to use the rest of my skill points on bullet penetration right here. So I need to click that. There's another, it's not a big bundle, but it's small. But it's a bundle. Bundles like this, they mainly give you most XP when you have a multi-shooting tank. Like this one, it shoots in multiple directions, and it's best to get one of those if you want. Depends on what tank you're good with, what tank you prefer, which one you like most, which one works with the best build. It's best to get what fits you. And level 38. I'm at level 38. I will see you guys at level 40. Level 30, another skill point. I got to level 40 and I need to get to level 45. 5 levels left. It's quite a lot of experience, but I got this quite a while ago, but not too long ago. I got this some time ago, and it's a beautiful amethyst. I have a big obsidian, like that big, in my room. Yeah, I can go get it. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, this is my obsidian. It's really big, and here's this little cushion I made just for it. I sewed with a sewing machine. It fits nicely. I'm not sure if you guys can see that good. There. Well, that's my obsidian. And I have, someone gave this to me as a gift. It's a bunch of agate stones. They're all polished. If you guys want, and if you guys can see it, you guys can take a screenshot of this and read it. It's the story. Those are my rocks. I have a couple ones like rose quartz, but I have a lot of rocks. If anyone here likes rocks, something you guys should do with your family is maybe go on walks down a hiking trail or the road and try breaking open some rocks. There's one time I found a rock that had iron ore, quartz, and gold in it after we broke it. And some ones are hollow, and they have amethyst and other crystals. Those are called geodes. And those are really cool. Something else that you can do is buy rocks as gifts. You can buy them as gifts. You can buy them just for display. You can buy them for yourself to keep and stuff. And there are many different ways you can buy rocks. And if any of you guys don't know what obsidian is, it is a rock that's formed by a volcano. I think the lava hardens, and it and it turns into something called volcanic glass. And back in the day, obsidian was used to make surgical knives and weaponry like arrows and arrowheads and daggers and knives. And obsidian is actually the sharpest rock on Earth. So getting cut on it is very common, and it's very dangerous during polishing it. One time I was polishing it with some vinegar and stuff, and I got cut, and it wasn't nice, but it's healed. And something else that you can do to get rocks is mining. You can look, if you live in a city that has a amethyst mine or a mine, or your city or town's local mine, maybe you can pay a visit there and maybe try to mine up some cool rocks. And you can find some really cool things by doing that. And you can find salt stones, you can find amethyst, you can find quartz, you can find diamonds, you can find peridot, you can find aquamarine, you can find opal, fire opal, brown opal, you can find obsidian, agate, you can find granite, you can find so many cool rocks, and that's something I've been wanting to do. And I haven't been able to do that yet, but this year, me and my family are going to go fishing and stuff, and hopefully going to the amethyst mine in the city near where we live, so that's something that I'll enjoy. Well, there's so many things people can do. I need one more skill point, and that's at level 35 or 45. I'm going to venture onto the middle. No, I'm not venturing to the middle. But you can even find the geodes at the lake. At a lake near you, or at the beach. Another thing that that people like to do is go to the beach and find some empty seashells. In some places it's illegal to take home snails and stuff, but where I live it's not illegal to do that. And I found this big snail, and he was big. And so we put him in a fish tank, survived 2 weeks. Snails that you find in the lake and you keep them, they only survive like 4 days. So, but I fed him good, I cleaned his tank, I took good care of him, and I named him Doug until he died and I didn't see him again. He got around that big. And it was nice having him. But you can just feed them fish food. But what happened is I fed him and all. Just one day he just stopped eating. And then he stopped eating and he wouldn't eat. So he would move and all, but he would stop moving, he would stop eating, he would just stop doing everything. But he would stay out of his shell. And I think what happened is he got really sick because of, I think, our animals for getting into the water, maybe. and then that stopped him from eating. Then he eventually died from starvation and stuff like that. But we took good care of him. He lived longer than expected. So that means we took good care of him. And it was nice having Doug. And now we have a missing cat. His name is Moonlight. He's a regular cat. He's just cat. But his name is Moonlight, and he's been lost ever since last Christmas, and he left on Christmas Eve. He was gone on Christmas Eve. He was a black cat, but we've had a black cat for 11 years, and he hasn't been missing. He's a pretty loyal cat. He's a Manx, and he's never been missing. But we got a new cat. Her name is Emmy. She's a female orange or ginger cat. We named her Emmy. She's the rowdiest thing on earth. And she did know her name, but now she just doesn't listen to us when we call her name. And it's just silly. She goes zooming 2 miles an hour. Well, not 2 miles an hour. Quite fast. I'd say around 5-10 miles an hour. Or not miles. 5-10 kilometers an hour. And she would go zooming across the house. And well, that's it for now. I'll see you guys once I get to level 45. I'm at level 44. I'll see you when I get to level 45. I'm almost there. Once I get there. Now, there's an Octo Tank and an Auto 5. I'm getting the Auto 5. And I'm upgrading to that. I'm not aiming. You see how that's in the middle? I'm not aiming. That's automatically aiming. And that's automatically shooting. So. And something that really makes me actually quite angry is when I die and I lose everything. When I'm at level, well, not when I die. I usually never die, but when I die to an enemy while I'm AFK. It doesn't make me mad when I die to an enemy while I'm playing, but it makes me mad when I die when I'm AFK. I'm on my way to the middle. I'm not dying from anyone yet. And that's why I got the health regen and the max health. That really helps me out. Now, see that? See that right there? Oops. Well, I'm dead. That's okay. So, that strategy I use is really good. Now, I'm going to wrap this up. 33-minute video. I have had a couple recent channels, but those only got 1 or 2 subscribers, and I never got any views. The most views I got was 137. And yeah, and I got 1 view every week with that video. So that took 137 weeks to get to where I am. This channel, I'm hoping to get around 10k subscribers, because I really want a YouTube play button, and being a YouTuber is something that I've always wanted to be, and it's hard. It's hard. And I've seen it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so easy. And I try it. It's like recording and editing is so exhausting. Taking the time to correct and to right and wrong things that's happening in your videos. Having to cut and stuff like that. Having to do all that stuff, it can be exhausting, but I'm slowly getting better. Well, bye guys. Hope you have a good day or night, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys right now. Bye. Please subscribe if you can. It's okay if you don't want to, but bye. Oop, bye. Bye.